up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I am Jose Mares Jr. and in today's video, we'll be going over Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios and everything you need to know heading into that fight. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is the fight poster. So let's make the grand reveal for it. And here's the Thurman versus Barrios fight poster with two other fighters, which we'll talk about in a little bit as well. So let's get out the basic details for this one. The fight will be promoted by Premier Boxing Champions and air on Showtime pay-per-view on Saturday, February 5th. The price for the pay-per-view is not listed on here, but that was just announced recently to be $74.95, which I'm sure sounds high for this event, considering this was the identical price for Thurman's fight against Pacquiao, whom already was an established pay-per-view star and could command that price point when they fought. Keith Thurman will be making his return to the ring after a near 3-year layoff. Thurman's last fight was on July 20th, 2019 against Pacquiao, a fight that saw him lose his WBA welterweight title. Mario Barrios, on the other hand, will be making his debut at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds. He himself coming off a loss to Gervonta Davis back in June of 2021. The fight between Thurman and Barrios will be an official WBC eliminator, but not a final eliminator. What that means is the winner does not earn a direct shot at WBC champion Errol Spence in their next fight. They'll still have to earn it. The televised undercard fights start at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, which, as you can tell by the fight poster, Leo Santa Cruz versus Keenan Carberjaw will be the co-main event. Expect Thurman and Barrios to make the ring walks around 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. As far as the fight location, they'll be at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, next thing, tell of the tape. Same format. We'll start off with the overall record, which surprisingly is very, very similar. Thurman has had 30 bouts and is 29-1 with 22 knockouts. Barrios has 27 bouts and is 26-1 with 17 knockouts. Now let's transition over to the power. If we're talking about power, Thurman has the edge here with 73% to Barrios' 63% KO ratio. So not by much for one time. As far as physical attributes, Barrios has the edge in height by 1 inch and also has a 5-inch reach advantage. Both are orthodox fighters. With regards to their age, Thurman is older by 7 years at 33 years old versus Mario's 26 years old. But don't let that fool you thinking Thurman is the more experienced professional fighter. Despite Thurman making his pro debut in 2007, he's only compiled 160 rounds in that time frame, while Barrios, who made his debut in 2013, has compiled 142 rounds. That means Thurman only has 20 more professional rounds, as Barrios has by far been the busier fighter since turning pro. What should be noted here, though, is that Thurman has fought the better opposition and is already accustomed to the welterweight limit. Now let's move on to the rankings, which you'll start seeing. It's not very much rankings here. We'll do a speed run, and it's not their fault. Actually, I guess technically it is their fault. So for BoxRec, you won't find Keith Thurman on here because he hasn't been active enough, and you won't find Mario Barrios on here because he's making his debut at welterweight limit. Next one, we have the ring rankings. So for the ring rankings, again, very similar story to BoxRec. No one here is ranked due to inactivity or making their debut at the weight. And lastly, with the organization of body rankings, Keith Thurman again is unranked everywhere due to him not being a champion and also his inactivity. So again, not due to talent. And Mario Barrios is mostly unranked due to being new to the welterweight division. But surprisingly, the WA does have him ranked at number 8, which is probably due to him being the previous champion at 140 pounds. The betting odds. So as far as the betting odds, this is going to be a tough one. If we go into what Thurman's odds are, he's a minus 175 favorite, meaning you have to bet $175 to make a $100 profit, while Barrios is a plus 150 underdog, meaning every $100 you bet nets you a $150 profit. Overall, Thurman's chance of winning is 61.42%, which indicates this will be a competitive fight. And to wrap up the everything to know, let's go over my prediction. And as I'm making the reveal, you can already see Keith Thurman with that grin on his face, but it would not be an easy win for him. I am picking Keith Thurman to win by split decision. And the reason for split decision is I think this fight has all the ingredients to be controversial and won't be unanimous for Keith Thurman. You know, Thurman no longer has the power, in my opinion, to knock out high caliber opponents. So he's going to go to a decision. And Barrios is not a slouch and has been far more active than Thurman. Barrios is going to have his moments against Thurman and may even have him hurt a la Josito Lopez. But I still believe Thurman has some magic left in his tank from his days being at the elite level and will do just enough in the eyes of two of the judges to edge out a close decision. And there you have it. That is everything to know about Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, and remember, Mo Boxing is no problem. Peace.